Good evening, everyone. Today we're going to be sharing a bit of our story and history. Wait for a while. Alright, good evening, everyone. I thought about sharing a bit of our history and a bit of our story as well. When I first started out being an apprentice carpenter, my sifu, of course, a lot of you all know that my story is my uncle teach me the carpentry, but of course it's not just my uncle alone. Alright, I also have a China sifu that is employed by my uncle, so he's like my mentor when my uncle's not around, because my uncle also very busy running around doing his own work, which is managing sites, managing projects, and drawings and stuff like that. So he can't always be with us all the time. So with that, I had my China sifu, and the China sifu was quite reluctant to actually train me, because he thought, you know what, you are Singaporean, and then you're like educated, why are you coming in to learn this trade . So when it all started, it was quite tough because the whole industry is like that, which is not a lot of people wanting to share knowledge, especially the carpenters that are already so-called seniors . Seniors don't like to bring juniors along, because juniors 碍手碍脚 which is like, you know, they are like stumbling blocks. They slow down the pace and everything slows down, which is contrary to what we do right now. We are doing a lot of training ourselves, and also mainly it's because of the experience I went through, because Singapore, they don't have a proper apprenticeship program for carpenters. So how did I convince my China sifu to teach me? Was 死缠烂打 I just keep turning up to work, no matter how tough the work was, and gain the respect. If you want to learn something, you got to gain the respect of the master. Alright, and turning out on time, making sure that you don't MIA, and whenever there's hard work you continue to do, then people respect you. So actions is what speaks louder than words. That's why people say that. Then same thing, today we are still doing the free giveaway. If anyone can ask us any renovation related question or carpentry related question, and I cannot answer within 5 minutes without the help of Google, alright, we'll give away a 2.5 feet mirror cabinet for free. Alright, includes installation, no gimmicks. Mainly you must ask me proper questions. Alright, so come back to the China sifu. Okay, so what happened? In one of my videos, we talk about my uncle having lost his finger and stuff like that during his days as a carpenter, and I say I fell off the ladder. That was a 3-generation video. Okay, let's talk about falling off the ladder. Why I must talk about falling off the ladder is because that was also one of the turning points where I gained the respect of my sifu. Alright, we were in a rush, so when you are apprentice, you are junior, a lot of things, very stupid mistakes you'll make. You climb up the ladder one way, alright? So you're at the top of the ladder already. You do your work, you come down, you're supposed to come down the same way . because it's a one-sided ladder, ma. Alright, I came down the wrong way. Alright, so I 踩空 lor. That means I crossed over to the other side, and there was no steps. So basically just fell off the ladder. La. It's a 8-step ladder, so it's like 2.4, 2.5 meters high. It's a landed property. It's quite high. Fell off, landed on my shoulder. Then the head was cushioned by a partition wall. So in a way, that's how I survived, because I didn't land on my head. The very next day, I continued to come back to work. This whole incident was not witnessed by my sifu, but he got a wind of it. Alright, because this kind of thing spread in our industry. Alright, so it spreads. Then he got a word of it and asked, 你这差不多要跌死了，还要继续啊? And I said, yeah, I'm here for good. I'm going to learn this trade. And then he asked me why. Why? I said, because I'm going to form my own team one day. I'm going to start out my own company, and I need this skill set. That's why I wish to learn from you. Alright, and of course from my uncle as well, but my uncle is so busy. So who can I spend the most time with is the most senior and the best of the best. I want to learn from him. You see, so the olden days of 拜师学艺 it's not so simple. You go and worship, or not worship. You go into the mountain, and then you go and pay tribute to a sifu, and then the sifu teach you skills. Not so simple. Alright, in the modern times, it's not about money or what already. Because each of them, they got their own work, they got to finish their own project on time. If they bring along a little apprentice, it slows down the pace a lot. So, yeah. After the whole episode of falling off the ladder and stuff, he became more open to teach me. And that was how I got the skill sets as a carpenter. So he's my benefactor. 我的大恩人. Alright. Then that's for my sifu. But what about a lot of customers, has been specially asking for Reno Scout, for us, for Reese to be your main con, to be your project manager, right, to take charge of a project. How come a carpenter can become a main contractor? Right? How come? The main thing is that my mindset was not of a carpenter's mindset. My mindset is I want to do the project properly. If I want to finish the project properly, I need to take care of, make sure that the water, which is plumbing, the electricity, which is the wiring, okay, the flooring is level, every single thing in the project is smooth. Then I can finish my carpentry properly. Then I can hand over the project, because usually we are the last one, minus the painter to touch up. So then I realized that the industry is split into so many different specialties, and sometimes the designer don't even know what's going on because they are not the people who are on the ground. Alright, so what happens? There's a disconnect between design and reality. So who bridges the disconnect? It's actually the people on the ground, the workers. Alright, the carpenters, the skilled tradesman that is on the job. So this is the part that I learned. And I'm very capable one. I'm a carpenter, but I go and manage every single part of the project. Right? I go and ask the electrician, hey, why this one like that? Why that one like that? Hey, how come this one missing one wire? Of course, I learn from asking. So the interesting thing is, 我们的路是长在嘴巴上。Why do I say that? It's because I will translate it first. Why I say that our future or our pathway or our road is actually on our mouth. Can I have that off? Because I'm very, very cold. So what's the why? Why is it 路是长在嘴巴上面? Okay, you see, you keep quiet, you are just a carpenter, you go through your whole life as a carpenter, okay? then you don't improve ma. You don't ask question, you don't learn new things, then you will never improve. So how to be better is you open up. You open up and you ask questions and you learn more skill sets. Right now in our company, our carpenters can do what? We are carpenters, but we can do wiring, we can do metalworks, we can do a bit of glass works, we can do painting also if the need be. That means, like, for example, missing one little bit of touch-up paint to hand over the project. We don't need to call the painter, the subcontractor to come down again. No. Waste time, waste effort, and everyone also not happy. You want to hand over fast, paint also. I just paint. It's very simple. Take a roller, take a brush, go and paint. Right? You must understand the different types of paint. Alright? So the end of the day is a very simple thing. We are hands-on. Every one of us is 18般武艺. What is 18般武艺? Every one of us is skilled not only in one trade. We are multi-talented, multi-skilled. So you hand over projects to us, a lot of homeowners realize that, they are very hands-on, they are very technical, they know what they are doing. That is what makes us different from dreamy interior designers. Alright? The idea here is that we want to separate ourselves away from selling dreams. Okay? We sell you a dream home based on technical possibilities. That means if it's not possible to build, for example, to shift your toilet bowl from this location to 1 feet away, okay, it's not possible unless you own the whole building and hack the floor step and shift the toilet bowl. Alright? So, Lim, your question it is not true because HDB doesn't require you to have a submission for storage platform bed unless your platform bed is somewhere in your balcony. Alright, if it's in a balcony, then cannot because you exceed the height of the window sill. Alright, so from your window sill to your platform, you should have 1.1 meters or minimum 1 meters to the parapet. So if you're building a platform, that one at the balcony area, that one not approved. But if it's in the rooms, I think it's fine. Because your windows got grills and everything is okay. Alright, not at the balcony area. HDB got a lot of rules, so when you're in doubt, you can send an email to HDB. Alright, they're obliged to have to reply you about how long they take. Even 2 weeks they take, they still got to reply you. Alright, so you don't need to guess. You don't need to go to forums, you don't need to go to different platforms to try to find out answers. Alright, go direct to the horse's mouth. You want to do something in HDB, you don't know approve or don't approve, don't worry, write in as an owner, ask. Okay, they might point you to the renovation guidelines PDF file, and they might point you to a section. It's good. They point you to the direct section, or they just tell you straight away, it's approved. Don't worry. Fish tank also got requirement. Fish tank bigger than 5 feet need approval from HDB. No, so a lot of things need approval, but not platform bed. Okay, coming back to our story about my journey, why I learned different trades. Because I realized the more you know, the better you are equipped to finish your project on time, well, and rectify mistakes before it happens. Alright, so for me, I don't like to take bullshit. So the contractors, the subcons that are working for me and with me, they understand that they can't smoke me. They try to smoke me, say that this one cannot be done, that one cannot be done. I will go to the site, I will explain to them how to do it. I will cut the pipe if I need to, and then from there I tell them, okay, now I cut the pipe already, you have to redo already. Alright, do it this way. Because if you do it wrong, and there's no reason for it to be wrong like this, and you affect the rest of my design, I will cut your work. Alright, I'm known to tear down people's stuff. Alright, because why? You don't follow my design, you don't follow my specs. So I'm not someone that likes to bullshit. So when I draw my drawings, I'm detailed. I tell you how I want it to be built. So my subcons know, you build it the way I give to you, as per the drawing, you will not got a problem. When you try to think on yourself, then you make mistakes already, you got to bear with the consequence, which is change. Okay, guy. Change, alter, modify, adapt, and overcome. Alright, so no choice one. The interesting thing about renovation is that there are so many details. Every single renovation project, there's at least 200 details. For my own house, it's about 400 over details. That's the amount of details that we have to renovate one place. So, talking about details, how do we keep track of 10 over projects every single month, each coming out with 200, 300 details? That's 3,000 over details. We have our own system. Alright, we have Excel. We use different management tools to help us on each different project. Each project will have its own folder. Each project will have its own design. Each project will have its own file. And every single detail that the owner passed to us is recorded in that folder. And that folder, when we open it up, is quite scary one, especially for bigger projects. Don't talk about tear down and rebuild. To tear down and rebuild one whole year project, okay, 2 months you already got 400 details. So per month is 200 each. So for landed property, you can look up all the way to 2,000 over details because you're tearing down, rebuild the whole structure. Alright, so that one is on a different level. So usually for us, we'll make sure that whatever is conversed in a group chat, in our renovation group chat, right? Every one of us, every one of the customers that sign up with us, each got its individual group chat together with the husband and wife, alright, and myself and my team. Okay, sometimes. If not, most of it, the group chat is just the few of us. Okay, each group chat, the messages that come in, we filter it. Things that are chit chat one, never mind, we don't need to know. Okay, but things that are asking question one and getting the dimensions one, all these dimension details, everything, including your doors got handle, no handle, alright, what kind of handle, every single thing is captured into our system, into our folder. And that folder is what makes us able to remember every single thing. When I have 4 projects a month, I can remember everything by heart. But the problem is, when we go up to 10 projects a month already, there is no way that I can remember so many things. So I use drawings, I use I use computer. Alright, Excel is a wonderful friend. So for people that, for older generation contractors that still use pen and paper, I'm not saying pen and paper is bad. Pen and paper is good for taking notes, okay, but it get lost. Pen and paper is good for just on-site one. After on-site already, please transfer to your computer. Because computer we can access, everybody can use Google Docs and access. Alright, so the whole project management flow is better than if you only use pen and paper and everything's stuck with one physical folder. Customers that seen my bag before know that I carry a A3, no A3, that one is A2. I carry A2 folder, and in the A2 folder I have all my projects file on hand. That's hard copy. In my handphone I have all the soft copy. That's how we manage so many projects, because I have a lot of inquiries asking, Risa, how do you manage so many projects a month? It's interesting. There are ways and techniques to do it. Why designers cannot do it is because they refuse to make the effort. Alright? Anyone can do it, so long as they put in the effort. Put in the effort, put in the time, and then work 14 hours a day, then you will be able to do it. But if you're not willing to, then don't try lah. Alright, share another interesting thing from one of my projects. I was at one of my customers' house. We are at the tiling stage. Okay, so we're about to finish the work day. Then outside, the opposite neighbor, very cute. They got a lorry of cupboards come to their house. And apparently the cupboards or the wardrobes are actually dismantled from a Sengkang house. This Sengkang house is not theirs now. Then after, finally, when I understand the question, what is it? Is they, what's that called? The neighbor has a son-in-law that is a designer. Alright, so that designer has a customer that don't want the wardrobe already. Probably a resale flat, then maybe the wardrobe still quite new lah. No, 4-5 years old, still quite new. So he dismantle, or rather he asked his worker to dismantle. He bring over to their flat, and then how? The funny thing is that the people who dismantle don't know how to install lah. It's not carpenters lah. Then they ask us for help because they know we're carpenters lah. Okay, I charge them a fee to, if I'm able to install correctly, okay, to finish the job, I will charge them a fee. I told them, okay, so we negotiated on the price. I go into the house. I knew it was not going to be simple. I told her it's not so simple, and so I will try. If cannot, you pay me half. If can, you pay me full. Then she said, you don't try first, why don't you just go and see first? Okay, I go and see. Because why I don't want to see? I see, I need to use my brain already. Okay, once I use my brain, I charge money, but never mind, I never charge them in the end. Okay, I go inside the house ceiling is 2560. In meters is 2.56. Okay, the cupboard, after I measure and calculate everything, the cupboard is 2.59. 30 mm, 3 cm difference. And then got cornice. So they got cornice. I need to cut the cornice. It's not a $500 job already. I told her, $500 I charge you, I cannot finish the job. Okay, so I don't want to do your job because I need to alter your cabinet. After I alter the cabinet, I need to alter the doors. So myself rebuild a new one. I'm not so my job all the way full until past Chinese New Year already. Alright, so I can't even spare 15 minutes for her. So I told her, okay, who gave you this cupboard? Who say that the cupboard can fit? He say the son-in-law. The son-in-law is a designer. I didn't know he's a designer, so I told her, if your son-in-law 是这行的，吃这行的饭的，他应该知道怎样 fit 吗？ I thought he's a carpenter. He said, no, he's not like you. He's not a carpenter. He only talk only. Okay, the only talk only resonate very much with me, which is designers only know how to talk. Say that can fit. So the wife calling the husband, hey, 你不是讲可以咯? How come the carpenter say I got one carpenter here, he say cannot fit, the house sitting too short already, cannot fit. Then of course on the phone, the designer say what? He know what he's doing or not? Then the wife very cute. He say he seems more professional than you lor. Because he take and measure straight away, he can tell us that he cannot fit. Alright? So how to solve the problem now? So I don't know how to solve the problem. Alright? So end of the day, it's just very interesting lah, because we have a skill set. Alright? Carpenters have a skill set that is very sought after. In Singapore, it's a very rare skill set to have. And because of that skill set, we can do what we do. To us, it's very simple. Right? It's a 3 days job, 4 days job kind of thing. But at the same time, then customers will think, wow, I get this cupboard for free. I need to pay $1,000 to fit it in. Alright, you don't want to pay $1,000, then make sure that you don't get a cupboard that cannot fit lah. Or just buy IKEA cupboard lor. You also need to spend $1,000 to fit it in, right? To fix it up. End of the day, custom carpentry is not so simple. It may seem like few pieces of wood to you all, but to get the knowledge to fit the few pieces of wood into your notch of the room, it takes years and decades of experience. I have said this many times. I think there's one video, hi SN, there's one video about why custom carpentry is so expensive. Alright, then in that video I got say, you pay $20,000 to a surgeon for a 5 hours surgery. Are you paying for his knowledge, or are you paying for the $2 scalpel that he used to cut you open? So are you going to pay him $2? No, you pay $20,000 for his knowledge, for his experience, and for his work on you lah, basically. My dear, I'm having Facebook Live. Oh, so you want to chat with us in PM please check after can. Thank you very much. 应该是你的 friend very cute one. Ask question during my Facebook Live. Then I keep getting bombarded by question. Alright, so is interesting because for us we have a skill set. 打断我，完全忘记了。Okay, anyway, my free giveaway is still open, which is if you can ask me any renovation related question or carpentry related question I cannot answer in 5 minutes without the help of Google, you get a 2.5 feet mirror cabinet for free. Alright, so ask away. Then a lot of people ask me, a lot of customers really impressed, but wow, Riz, 这么问你什么东西你都懂啊 including like dryer, you know, 2-in-1 washer and dryer, good or not, all these things. They ask me in person when we are doing projects lah. Warranty period, our warranty period is 1 year. 1 year. Alright. If not, then we need to run around every time to do fix things, fix that already. So that's why warranty period 1 year. Alright. If the designer give you 3 years one, go ahead, go and find them. The main thing is you call, they will come or not. We call, we will come on. Alright, so that's the different thing. I mean, we are getting more and more so-called watch. So when the time comes, if we get troublemakers or what, you have to know when to ban people. You got to click and right click the name or something like that. Oh, because last time we had the ID come and ask funny question. So right now we are very sensitive because it's just not fair. I'm doing Facebook Live and then you come in and 捣乱, then it's not fair, right? So we still got about 30 minutes left. Okay, let's talk about why I do what I do. Why can't I just be a normal, you know, carpenter and just go with the flow, alright? And just don't care about other things like electricity and plumbing and stuff. How come we become designers? We have in-house designers, we design and build. How come? The main thing is I saw the possibility of having a one-stop shop service. Alright, all it takes is effort on everyone's part to make things go right, rather than becoming the usual way, which is we are the last party, the last subcontractor to go into the house, and then everything cock up. Then at that time I also cannot hand over. For example, the cock up cause my cupboard cannot install. Hi Jennifer, hi, good evening. So when you cannot install, I got to alter the cupboard, so end up waste time also. But to prevent that kind of mistakes, it's very simple. If the whole project is managed by one capable person or supervisor, if the whole project is managed by one person or one team that knows what they are doing, alright, then you got no issues trying to finish the project on time, because you don't need to redo and redo over and over again, or you cannot hand over because cannot redo already, too late already, the false ceiling go up already, everything is buried already. If you want to redo, must tear down the false ceiling, which no designer will, because it wastes money. Alright, it eats into their margin. So why in the first place we don't want to make mistakes? Why I ask my ceiling people to stop when there's a mistake? They listen to me, they stop. Alright, they stop because they have to stop. I told them to stop. We fix the errors, we fix whatever needs to be fixed. Alright, then we finish the ceiling works. Why? Because there's a project manager. There's someone that goes to site and makes sure that everything goes right, and nothing escapes my eye. It's quite scary working as my subcon. So the people that cannot work with us, in the end got kicked out one. I'm so sorry, okay? You're not up to our level, because our level is zero tolerance for nonsense. Alright, so if the nonsense is there, you all go and sort yourself out. No nonsense, then come and find me. Very simple one. You want to 你要吃这行饭，你要准备做对的东西。Alright, you want to work with us, do the right thing, you'll continue to be hired. Right, do the wrong thing, then you'll kick out very fast one. It's a very simple thing, right? You think Singapore only got 10 groups of electricians? No. Electrician, easily a few thousand over electricians. Right? Those are unlicensed one. What about licensed one? Licensed one, you go and see. Go and see from MEA, EMA. How many there? Can see one what? Can go and calculate yourself one. All there. Alright? So, how many are there? There are a lot. So, do I need to work with one party? I don't have to. Alright, this party no good. Bye. I got other people. If you refuse to do the right way, or go back one more trip to finish out your work properly, then don't blame me. No? So, I'm not going to name my subcontractors out here because it's not good. Those that I don't call you already, it's not because my phone too busy, okay? I don't call you because I don't like you anymore. I don't like your services, I don't like the way you do things. That's why I don't call you. So sad, alright? That's life. You do my work properly, you get called every single time. Right? I can give you all 10 projects one. If you can eat it, if you can finish it, then I'll give you all 10. If you cannot, then you take 3, someone take 3, someone take 4. Very simple. Right? That's the end of the day, the story lah. Because we don't want to bear the brunt of the anger from the homeowner when something is done wrongly, which is obviously wrong. Then cannot lah. There's a reason why we don't make so many mistakes. We do make mistakes, right? Just not so many only. Yeah, last week I talked about mistake about the window one. So you'll get resolved lah. But what I'm trying to say is that everyone makes mistakes. Just make less of it lah, so that homeowners can, move in peace. The good thing about our weather now is that it's super cold, don't need on aircon, so it's safe on electricity bill. But because it's super cold, easy to get flu and fever and stuff like that, especially if you're working out on site and then sweating and everything. So all my subcons, go and drink more water, okay? Need to wear jacket one, super cold, working outside one, go and wear jacket. Don't be shy, Don't be shy, you can wear windbreaker, can wear jacket one. Nobody say cannot, okay? If you're cold, you're cold. Okay? If you're working in the rain, get yourself covered. Use trash bag also can. Okay? Use raincoat also can. No raincoat, get trash bag. My work site all got trash bag one. Cut lubang, put on top. At least don't get wet. Looks funny or not? Looks stupid or not? Yeah. Hi Rafi, exhaust fan for the toilet, can we turn on 24/7? Yes, but the motor spoiled already, then buy new one, buy the same model. Because the motor is actually very small, so it's not a big issue. But I would recommend every appliances don't turn on 24/7. My own fish pump, that one bo pian one, because you need to pump the water in the tank to cycle the water. Fish pump, fish air pump, all these are all 24/7. But if you can, some things don't. Exhaust fan you don't need for 24 hours. You can what's that called? Before sleep, turn it off. Because during sleep time you don't need the fan to be on. Right? After, when you wake up that time, at least the unit can rest a good 8 hours of rest already. Let's say you turn off at 12 midnight. The next day, 8 o'clock, will switch it on. Make it a habit to give it chance to rest. Anything without rest just spoil one. Even human being also. So yeah, just make sure that you give yourself a break, give your machine a break, then everything will last longer. But theoretically it can. Nothing say cannot. It's just the motor is very small, so it might overheat. Then it will spoil. It's a very simple setup. It's just a little fan. We got about 18-19 minutes left. If you got questions, can ask. Today less people are probably getting ready for Chinese New Year, so got to start buying stuff already. Actually, it's true. Chinese New Year is really coming already, so we got to get ready. This year reunion dinner, my foreign workers they can't go back so we're going to have a reunion dinner together. Alright, so okay, for your information, we never break the rules. Okay, below 8 people, don't worry. Okay. Actually, it's what 8 people per table, right? So if you got 2 tables separated beyond 1 meter, you can have 16 people. Cause you see the hawker center, so many people, that one called 8 people, man. Am I correct? I'm correct, right? So something like 8 people max per. You see, anyone knows the rules? Because that will impact.
Visitors coming to the house 8 max.
That one's house lah. We don't talk about house, right? We're talking about restaurant lah. We talk about restaurant. We can book tables. That one I don't know.
Fine, then now it should be 8 on table.
Then if I have a VIP room and then I want to have 3 tables of 8, so 24, can or not? Because this will determine how we're going to celebrate the Chinese New Year, because we got suppliers, we got friends, we got family, we got a lot of people, together. So if cannot, then we must know cannot. Justin, very good question. Many people asked before. WC position is impossible to change for HDB. Okay. Condo also cannot change unless you own the top floor, your floor, the bottom floor, and you get all the submissions approval. So landed property easy to change, no problem. You want to change from here to there to anywhere, I can change for you. You want to change it to a balcony, you want to shit in the balcony, also can one. Alright. Okay, what's the trick? Under the WC, under the toilet bowl. Hi Mervin, go and check HDB website. Later I send you one link. Alright. We have our license back. Alright. But you cannot mingle between tables. Alright, thanks Jennifer. Need to separate by zone. Thank you everyone. Later I'll go and check it out. Alright, so let's talk about the WC, the toilet bowl changing. How to change the toilet bowl. Toilet bowl has a downpipe. So the downpipe goes into the slab, the floor slab, the RC. RC means reinforced concrete slab. If you want to change your position of your toilet bowl, of your landed property, okay, not HDB, you can't hack the floor slab of the HDB, it's illegal, okay. I can't do it for you, you can't do it for yourself, okay. So landed property, I hack the floor slab, I change the pipe to wherever you want it to be, I redo the floor slab, alright, cast the RC concrete again, done. Your WC location has shifted. Okay, underneath I run pipe, whatever, and then I box out in the ceiling, no problem. How about we rotate the WC slightly? You want to rotate, okay, facing from like that to like that, cannot. Okay, you want to move it by 2 inches, you use pen collars, adjust 2 inches, no problem. Okay, you talk about 1 feet, all this, it's not possible. Unless you own a landed property, you want to shift from level 2, left hand side, all the way to right hand side, can shift one. But you must understand that it's very costly. One more thing very costly to shift one, your meter box. Okay, landed property, I need to get SP power come in, there's a $10,000 move to shift your electrical box. Not the DB box, the outside electrical box. You want to hack your opening bigger, you want to shift that. You need SP power, PUB, all these people to come in, shift the water meter, the electricity meter from one part of your house to another part. Because let's say you're going to change your frontage, okay, at the corner unit. You want to change the frontage from the small road to the big road. possible one. All we have done before. It's very costly only. Okay? The costly we are talking about 10-12,000. Last time plus submission is 10,000. Now I don't know 12,000 enough to do or not. But it can be done one. Okay? I even shifted signboard before. Right? The road sign and the lamp post can shift one. If you all really got problem one, that special situation, okay, we have shifted all these things before. You want to cut down heritage tree, also got plan one, also got ways to do it one. Not anyhow go take a chainsaw and cut, okay, must submission one. MPAS must give you approval one.
Electrical pole in the house.
Oh yeah, I shifted electrical pole in the house also. Alright, electrical pole, overheads, cables one, I shifted that before into underground cables. That means the whole electrical cable, the pole is removed from inside the house. Alright, then it become buried in the floor. So the outside the road hack and then redo all the cables under the house. Possible, okay? Possible, but you must know who to approach, what to write, and who to write to, and what to submit. And you must hang underneath no silver lah. Cause silver line, you want to change the silver line, that one must see big jalan. For civil engineers that know what I'm talking about, writing into PUB to change to touch the silver line, that one big headache one. Try not to lah, okay? Avoid, okay? Avoid. Jennifer, why you like asking a question? Answer is no, cannot. You can feedback to HDB. Okay? Corridor very dark, feedback to HDB. HDB say can. They do it for you. HDB say cannot. You better don't do. Okay? Get it, HDB must listen to HDB. Alright? Condo must listen to management. Hey, condo owners, y'all don't think that I'm magician. You want to sorry. You want to change the facade of the condo, sure reject one. Don't ask me to do this, do that. It won't work one. And then I do illegal for you in the end, tear down. Alright, Justin, I read your question out because it's quite long. If my HDB unit has undergone HIP and completed, and on HDB website it says we can do aircon works without permit, is it possible to do one more compressor at the common room? Total 2 compressor in one housing unit? Yours is a very old flat, I think, so you don't have aircon latch, right? No aircon latch means 1 compressor, very simple one. Okay? No aircon latch, 1 compressor. You got aircon latch, you can put 2 compressor. Very simple one. It's a very simple guideline. No latch, 1 compressor. You see neighbor got 2 compressor illegally installed under common room that side. That one is illegal. None of my basa. Okay? You do it without the knowledge of people. In the middle of the night. Don't get caught. Then it's your basa. When you get caught, you got to tear down. Because the law does not allow you to do it. Just like, okay, you know you're not supposed to, let's say, quite common one now, okay, drive and see handphone at the same time. You're not supposed to, right? You know but people still do, right? Ting ting, message. Sorry, driving. Right? You know you're not supposed to. When you get caught, what happen? You get fined, you get demerit point. Okay, maybe you need to go and see traffic police. Okay, or the traffic police straight away stop you and then summon you already and then scold you, correct or not? So you know you're not supposed to do. Then you still go and do. That one is what? Backside itchy. Alright. Justin, okay, I read your comments, very long. Thanks for the info. I just spoke to HDB this morning. They say can do processor, but whether on which wall need to check which with the area manager to check. You check lor. You check lah. Then you ask me, I won't know which you see even they also say need to check with area manager leh. I'm not your area manager and I don't have your house plan. I don't know which RC, which one is can have the loading one. All the loading, all the wall structure I don't know. So you're asking the wrong person. For what I know is very simple. One aircon latch, no aircon latch, one compressor. Got aircon latch, you can put 2 compressor. Siyi, hi, Riz, can I check how much allowance or space I need to leave for my chimney hood ventilation for the upper kitchen cabinets? You're talking about the ducting? If no ducting, then chimney hood won't have any upper cabinets in that area already, because the chimney hood the exhaust come out from the top side, so you won't have a top cabinet boxing up your chimney hood. Alright, Justin, I think you need to find your area office and write in or call in, or seek a appointment with them, ask them all the questions. Beside the chimney, no need any allowance one, because you see next time I draw for you. See, you see sign yours with that. Yeah. Oh, see, next time I draw for you. Basically, your chimney hood is like that one. Alright, then the bottom is like that long one. So the bottom is 900, the hood is about 400-ish. So on two sides you got 250 already Alright, then that 250 is the gap Then the side cabinet is 250 away from your chimney, that chimney area so that allowance is really enough for the ventilation already. Anyway, it's still self-circulating. I mean, it's still recycling unit. Exhaust unit, you need to get hood, not hood, the ducting to duct out the house. That one is called ventilating unit. So even you buy chimney hood, it's still recycling unit, not the ventilating one, unless you have a hood outside. Are you guys amazed? Sometimes I'm amazed at myself, because you see, I don't have a script, and then every Friday night, almost every Friday night, I can talk for an hour. Sometimes I amaze myself, because when I came back home today, I'm like, today talk what? But it just okay. That also tells people that, you know what? When you are stuck at something, right? You think you cannot. Please don't keep thinking you cannot. Just do it. Who say Facebook Live need to sell something on? No need, right? So Facebook Live is just connect with your customer. Alright, answer question and let people who know who you are and what you are about. So you don't have to follow the crowd. There are trailblazers out there like us. They are doing different things and having our own so-called our own methods and our own way of doing things. So you don't have to always follow the crowd. You can just trailblaze your own way through, right? And don't have to wait for people to teach you what to do. Just try press button, click, and then that's all. Facebook Live. Alright, that's Facebook Live, but you're doing video a bit tricky okay? Because now that I know how to do video hey, have you seen my latest video? Not bad, right? You all got see that it's different crew? I mean my back end all changed already. Right? You all can see that the video is actually very interesting. Right now we got proper B-rolls, my hand take a few shots of me opening the door, pressing the safety catch, all these, right, for the space saving furniture. All these are all thought of one. It took us about 4 hours to shoot the video, and editing took us God knows how long, 1 whole week. Yeah. Alright, Jennifer. So chimney hood versus slim hood has no difference. Got difference. High suction flow, yes, correct. Chimney is higher suction flow, but don't have to get chimney. You can get, I must get the 代言费 from Fujio already. Okay, I recommend a lot of Fujio products. If you don't mind the look, okay, Fujio has a slanted one. That one's super good. Easy to clean, suction power also powerful. Don't have to have chimney. Right? Get Fujio. Fujio is one of the leaders for exhaust. I trust them a lot because they are different. They are patented technology, and then their underneath is a metal plate. It's no longer using the wire grease trap. The wire grease trap is a stupid invention on how to clean. Right? So the flat surface of the Fujio hood underneath, wow, that one is perfect, yeah. Perfect. Alright, so we have a few more minutes. We're going to end the session if there's no more questions. But yeah, if you're still in doubt of your own capabilities or your own career, thinking this to do or not, that one to do or not, just do it lah. Nike, okay? Just do it. You do it already, then you will know that actually can be done one. Whenever you don't want to do something and then you give a lot of excuses and say that it's very hard, it's very hard, very hard, I will tell you it's always going to be very hard. Right? Zhicha store Zhicha store one? No different. This time I show you the picture, very nice one. I mean, for me it doesn't look ugly lah, it looks nice.
My friend of course never joined because I put 8 not 9. So she's probably fighting my.
So anyway.
No, because I know.
You can be recorded. I'm still on Facebook Live. You want to speak, you gotta speak softly. Right. So anyway. Yeah. Alright. If you want to do something, do it with your heart and just try. You fail, at most you fail only, at most you learn something from failing, okay? Learn something from doing something wrong. At least you did it. Rather than you think. What's the regrets that people have at their deathbed? Wow, this one, top 5 regrets of the deathbed. What could have been? That means, what would my life could have been if I did this, right? Regret about not doing something, not following your dreams, right? Regret about harsh words spoke to your families, right? Regret about choosing a wrong career, regret about choosing a wrong partner. A lot of regrets, right? My life, I don't want any regrets. No regrets means you do it with all your heart. Every day you treat it like a new day, do it with all your heart, do your best. Then you got no regrets, what? I know that I will have no regrets one. Which carpenter can do video, can have production team, and then got so interesting life one? I think not many. I'm one of the few. I'm very lucky. Alright, so I did what I set out to do, and I'm still trailblazing the way. We're going to start our own motivational channel. Precisely the reason why we are talking about this all the time, which is you want to do something, right? You don't be afraid. Just go and try it. People will ridicule you, and when you go and speak on stage, and people start to say, "Oh, who's this young man talking about this? He's very successful, man. How come he talk about this one?" Wait till you finish listening to what we say, alright? If you really got something 2 cents better than us, come out onto the stage and say. If you got nothing else better, just listen and see what people have to say. That's the interesting thing now, which is we can do what we do because we believe in ourselves, alright? And not just believing, believe really must action. You believe, but you never action, no point. Alright, so 9 o'clock, Jun. I say sayonara, see you next week. Alright, any more questions can WhatsApp to us. Our WhatsApp number, please post it on the chat. Alright, if you need to inquire for renovation, like want us to manage your project, want us to be your main con, alright, to take care of your project for you, your designers as well. Alright, WhatsApp to us at 9007-3368. And when you WhatsApp to us, give us your name, your floor plan, what you wish to do. No time, just give me your floor plan, your name. Alright, we will call you. Alright, go for phone call consultation first. We do not do meetups. I have a lot of requests suddenly call me and say I want to meet up. we do not do meetups, okay? Not because of COVID-19, but we are not sales designer. Explained many times before already, explain one more time. So people, when they see the end of my video, skip, see, they understand, okay? Our style, floor plan first, quotation go in. You want to engage us, meet up. Don't want to engage us, just take price only, take ready, take my quotation, go to another competitor, okay? Go ahead, no problem. Don't waste each other's time. Only meet up when you are confirmed to engage us. Alright? The reason being, we are not salespeople. Right? We are every day on site managing the projects, making sure that the people who engage us, the customers that trust their house to us, we do it nicely for them. And I can only achieve that when my team is out on site. If I'm a sales designer, sit inside the office, wait for customer one, my project won't go as smoothly as it has been already. It will never be one. Because I can tell you, every single project needs input, and every single project will have a little bit of problem. Alright, some big, some small. The big ones, it takes the whole team to rectify. The small ones, one few words, few sentences, a few photos, rectify already. But the problem is, we cannot sit in the office. Alright, so that is why I refuse to have walk-in appointments, and everyone that needs to see me must book appointment. Alright, now take quotation also take queue number one. So you want quotation, you WhatsApp to us already, wait 2 weeks to 3 weeks. Alright, 2 to 3 weeks. If you cannot wait, very simple one, you send me your ID quotation. I compare and I straight away tell you, I cheaper by how much. Clear cut. You want to engage us because of price, okay, fair enough. You want to engage someone else because of price, fair enough. Okay, you can choose one, but let's not waste each other's time. Okay, time is very precious. My time, I say many times already, but very tight. Okay, very tight. Tight until sometimes no time to eat. Alright, so thank you very much, guys. Have a blessed weekend, and thanks for all the blessings. We will continue to keep out the good work. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.